Hello, my name is Jack Commander. I play off tank, or the role known as Flex for NMSU esports team. And today we're gonna go over how to play off tank at like a really high level. So I won't be like explaining little details, mostly how to play these characters and like what role do they play on the team and what you should do. And more importantly, how do you play these characters? And so the off tanks I play as Zarya and D.va, and occasionally Roadhog. I'll go over Roadhog last since I don't really know much about him. But first, looking over D.va, and as you know, her abilities is she has a shotgun primary fire that you can use for poke. But mostly what she wants to do is just, just occasionally. But when you come in close, look her head roll. Low in the chat. And then you have micro rockets. Your shift, which is your most important key that I'm going to stress a lot. Because when you are trying to rank up, how you use your left shift will determine how well you're going to play. Like, I cannot just left shift just to move around. I need to left shift to kill. So if I try to press left shift and shoot, that's more of an aggressive play, but now I'm out of position. Now you do have a 2-second matrix to help you. More on that later, but we're gonna go to how to actually use left shift. What I like to do with left shift is if there's a Winston jumping on high ground, just boop him off. Most effective method of using the left shift. You stay with your team, and that's on defense and on offense. You can do that. And as you saw, you can always left shift and shoot, and that's how you kill someone. And I guess I just went over the defensive left shift and offensive left shift. Micro missiles, use it for poke damage, and you can use it in the combo. And by what I mean by the combo, here I'll show you. By combo, I mean you need to press E, left shift, and just shoot with your primary fire, and you will do a ton of damage. You will literally burst 200 HP heroes, and that is kind of your role as D.va. You need to be able to like shut down DPSs. And you can always add in, I forgot to go over the melee at the end of the left shift. So when you're flying and you melee, that cancels the left shift, but it also does a little bit of extra damage to help with that burst. And it's especially helpful against going against tanks. So you don't want to do this too much. I see D.vas do this a lot, and like it's fine, I do it sometimes, but like when we want to move, I don't do this. Why would you do this? If you want to move towards your target, you stop holding left click, and then you get, what's this, 30 meters? You want to get close, and you want to click the head, bro. Matrix, the key fact about Matrix is I'm going to tell you, you want to hold it for the important damage, like rocket, helix rocket from soldier, occasional bursts. If you can try eat up Junkrat's damage as much as possible, that's great, but you don't want to do this all the time. And it doesn't come back for quite a long time. So matrix management is especially important. It was really important when it came to when you had the 4-second matrix, but now all you do is occasional damage, occasional spam. I'm not trying to hold every single spam coming through the choke, no. Just occasional
Time to raise my APM.
projectiles or anything you can catch. The widow shot that could have ended your support's life and that entire push would have been lost. Or if your Winston gets hooked, you want a matrix, Just occasional stuff. I'm not saying, oh, everything must be matrix. No. Most of it is just spam damage. Like from far away, Soldier and McCree, they don't do too much, It's just poke damage. They're just trying to get ult. So, something you see me just hold it like that really fast. I'm just trying to stop the spam. I'm not. I don't never do this. Never hold it. Unless it's like a soldier ult. And usually I have a decent amount of matrix in the pool. Like think of it as a pool. You need to have at least half because of how slowly it regenerates. You need to have at least half if you're actively fighting. And then if they suddenly pop ult, you just turn, hold it, and then also just fly. Oh, the great thing about the micro missiles is they're not cancelled when you matrix and you fly. So you can really just fly out the GPS like that. Well, or soldier ult. You could do the same thing from McCree, but make sure that you don't, like, if he's high nooning, you don't do this immediately. You just wait a little bit. I know he charges ult fast and he could kill your entire team, but not that fast. Just give it like a second and just hold it, and you should be able to outlast him, especially when you're doing like this, trying to kill him. Then he'll be too nervous and he'll go just so he can live. Matrix. And then your ult. There's several ways to do ults. Either you just chuck it like that, up in the air.
Double suiting up.
And then I'll show you other ways. Which mostly is gonna come from your self-experimentation. I'm probably not the best to like give you, oh, this is how you D.va bomb and you'll kill everyone every single time. No, it's more of what you judge from the situation. Winston bubble down? Yes. Is Ryan too far away from his team to shield? So I could just throw it in his back and he can't shield his team? Do I want to throw it before the team fight? After the... Oh, not after the team fight. That's a bad idea. Before the team fight? During the team fight? Usually that's a good one. Because they don't know what to do. Let's see. Sometimes some people put it to the ground and then throw it. That... It's more directional, and it doesn't go that far up. You want to really be careful when you throw your bomb. It goes based off your left shift. If I don't left shift that much, it's gonna go up, 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 and then explode in the air. If I kind of just send it in one direction, I'll show you. If I just send it in one direction straight, most likely you won't get anyone, but I have done some people using this method because they're bots and so what I mean by one direction is just do that. And it'll be sent right into their team. Sometimes you get kills. It's best against Ryan if he's too far up. Alright, so D.va's role is you want to be the aggressor person, but you also want to peel for your backline. If they say Winston's behind you, or you see Winston jump and you don't turn around, you should. Winston is not a tank in your eyes. You do that combo, what I just did, and you can kill him. And that's what you should be able to do. D.va's not as quote-unquote tanky because she can die really fast if you're given a soldier or a fodder that's been being pocketed. Your matrix is not going to stop that. So you need to be wary of your mech. Losing mech means you lose the fight. And usually that's why I don't like playing against like Zen or Reaper, because you know, or Zarya, your mech is just gonna die. And you have really no say in it, unless you play carefully. So sometimes as D.va, you can kind of play as like an assassin. Right? She has a movement ability every 5 seconds, and she can do her bursts whenever her micro missiles are up. Sometimes you don't need it, but it's so effective that you can burst down tanks. So that's what you want to do. You want to be that backline aggressor, but you also want to be a peel, and you know another main source of damage. You know, D.va does the most damage out of all the tanks. So like, of all the tanks. Let's see what else am I. Yeah, don't be like a tank god. Like, oh, I can live forever. I mean, in the lower ranks, yes, but in the higher ranks, when you have these soldiers just hitting you and demeching you at an instant, you need to be careful of how you use your mech. Remember, lose mech, you lose fight. Just remember that from good old Jack Boy. Let's see if there's nothing else. Learn to, oh, another one. Learn to, when you shift, track their heads. It's gonna be really hard at first, because you know, it's like when I try to do this, alright, that usually doesn't happen. They go over you, and when they go over you, you lose track of them, and you can't finish off the kill, and they go and live, support seal them. So it's important to always do that melee combo. Stop where you kind of, when you group them, you've done the 25 damage, because this does damage.
Routing pellets forward barrier.
So you need to make sure that you time your, I don't even know what this ability is called, left shift properly, so that when you hit them, they'll be bumped in front of you, not going around you. This is how Overwatch works, but then you can finish off the kill by tracking the knife and click that hit.
Nerf this.
So I've given you a lot of tips on D.Va. Hopefully that helps. Remember, learn to Matrix. You hear Soldier, you hear. Usually, you can stop Reaper's ult easily. Bastion. Okay, when you want to fight Bastion as D.Va, make sure he's not looking at you. You know, have a coordinated dive. Kind of like stop his pocket healing. And then you can burst him. Like, D.Va will burst the 300 HP, 400 HP target easily. You just have to time it correctly when Bastion's not looking. If you're the only one standing there, yeah, he's gonna focus you and you're gonna die. Junkrat, you need to be careful with him. Like, try to nullify his lanes as best you can, but like I said, yeah, Matrix only 2 seconds. You're not gonna stop him. Mei, most Meis are gonna freeze and then stand still and try to icicle, you know, your teammate, your support's head, you know. So just wait for that moment and just Matrix. And yeah, she's literally useless. Your teammate will be unfrozen and then easily just, they'll escape. And sometimes you can just kill Mei, but don't let her freeze you, because most of the time you will die. I guess I really have nothing to say about Torbjorn. Just be careful. You know, coordinated dive always helps and works. Widow, bully Widow as much as you can, and Hanzo. But be careful Scatter, because, you know, that's a thing. Orisa, try to, when you walk forward, walk in a, you know, you don't want to walk in front of Orisa, just come from the sides, and you can easily burst her. But be careful, Fortify. Reinhardt, if you have the high ground, Reinhardt cannot do anything. All he can do is hold his shield up towards you. So just literally stand there and shoot his head. Roadhog, be careful of Roadhog. He's the number one cause of D.Va DMX. Call 1-800-MEC now. He will hook you, and most of the time that there will be focus fire on you, and you'll be DMX, and that's the end of that. So be wary of the Roadhog. When his hook is down, you can go aggressive on him, because he's just a big fat target. He'll just press E. You'll build up so fast. Winston, destroy Winston. Yeah, make his life hell. And for the D.Va too. If there's enemy D.Vas, you can easily, if they're not looking, just hit them with the combo. And that's so much of their HP gone. And usually your DPS will realize and they'll demech them and help you. Zarya, you need to be careful against Zarya. Because high charge, most of the time Zaryas are high charge. And coming from a Zarya player, I love seeing D.Vas because they literally cannot stop you. And usually it's D.Va and Winston, so there's no shield like Reinhardt to stop you. So easily you can get demeched. Ana, try to shut her down. If you can, D.Va has the amazing ability shut down her Ana's most aggressive abilities. You know, anti-heal and sleep. If you can shut those down for your Winston, she's a sitting duck. Lucio, I don't like fighting Lucio until the end because, you know, it's like elbow. Mercy, you can sit on Mercy, especially all these plat Mercies and diamond Mercies that just stand there and res. Like, she's a sitting duck for you, and you can just burst her. Moira, only fight her with your combo. That's what I've learned is the best. Issue Symmetra, play Symmetra. Zenyatta, easiest kill you will ever make with your Winston or yourself. And that's how you basically play D.Va. I'm going to Zarya now.
Together we are strong.
Kinda be at home like hero. So the main point about Zarya is that I find a lot of people, one, are not using her ammo correctly. So she has that ult fire, and then she has her main fire, which is a beam. Most people are not using that correctly. if I'm at low charge, which I consider low charge 50 to 60, it's not like anything nice. It's just something. It'll do something. It's just not melt your face off. And usually with that,
Check out this
anything
gun.
higher, like higher, just think of higher than 50. You don't want to do this all the time. Like, what does that do? That will use up your gun in 4 shots. And that's you need to be really efficient with Zarya. So if you have anything above 50, it's really easy just to hold the beam. It does way more DPS than the alt fire. But what you can do is alt fire is good for spamming, and when you have a graviton, it's so good just to have full charge and easily spam it with right clicks. Boom.
Огонь по готовности.
Now you see, sometimes I actually beam and shoot because that's how you maximize your damage, especially on one target. So you just beam, shoot, beam. And technically I have another shot and a little bit of beam. You could even, let me try and get one. Even though I don't have 25 in my clip, just go down 8, I could still alternate fire. And that's the great thing about Zarya, is if you can just empty all this, especially when facing its tank, and then wait for the last bit of ammo and just like, you'll do a lot of damage. What I say about getting good at Zarya tracking, you just have to play her a lot, and if you can, try to work on your tracking, especially facing against Genji. But what I like to do is if you right click, easily you can track them in the air. Let's try and do that again. Right click, I'm dead. Just right click, and you can easily track them in the air. I recommend trying that once you have figured the tracking down. And usually there's exercises you can do online. Playing Soldier has really helped me in my be better at tracking, because it's just helps predict where's the enemy gonna move and what are they gonna do. Let's go to the bubbles. Bubbles, biggest thing, you need to time the damage. That might sound weird, but for this, I see the damage coming and then I bubble. I'm not bubbling at random, just like, oh, damage is apparently gonna be there. I used to do that so much on those plaid lower levels, because, you know, they will spam for no reason. Like, it's not periodic. But when you get higher and higher, you start to notice it's gonna get a little hard to get damage, because those higher players, the more higher up you go, they're gonna notice. When you press left shift or E, they won't hit you unless it's Junkrat. Then they're just gonna get charged no matter what. So you need to literally see the incoming damage. I see Junkrat mines coming, I press my bubble, and I'll get that charge easily. Or same thing with E. And when you're E, sometimes it helps to go in voice chat, I know. Or if you have a main tank on your team, partying with, just tell them, take damage. You know, they can drop their shield, and you just use your projected barrier on them.
Get in there.
Usually you can charge if you time it right. You see the damage, you tell them before, and they'll trust you. Let's see, anything else with Zarya? Any other little tips could be right click and punch. It does I mean, I've high charge, you will one-shot Tracer with this combo, but this is usually good. Again,
Огонь по готовности.
just hitting him with that. Usually, if there's anyone close to me, like a Tracer or Genji, I will try to sometimes hit him with that. Just so it's like, it'll do some damage, especially at max charge, and then I can just finish him off by trap. Because, actually, I forgot to mention this, the higher charge you get, the longer this beam will reach. So right now, kind of hard to get max charge. But yeah, this beam does get thicker and longer. So it's usually helpful for beaming down targets, because you don't want to do this, especially against Genji and Tracer. they're just so fast and so mobile that your right clicks do nothing unless you get a lucky one. But yeah, I'm making sure that your average energy is around 40. Because if it's not at that or any higher, you're most likely not doing anything. And that's true for Zarya in a lot of cases, but you know, Orisa, Hog, and Junkrat, some of these heroes are like kind of like meta, you know. They're not. It's not like dive has to be a
Огонь по
thing.
готовности.
So charge is getting easier to get, but it's really important to know, you know, when to switch off, when are you not getting charged, and how are you doing it. Or something else. Okay, well, your position with Zarya, first to be a tank and the one that helps your teammates survive with barriers. Projected barriers are so good. Roadhog, Reinhardt charge, you can all stop it all. You can Junkrat's tire if you time it right though. So it's kind of like that tank, and then slightly you're supporting your team. But as soon as you get that high charge, you need to play as a DPS. Show me how to one-shot my sleep target. Nah, this is a tank stream, bro. What was I saying? Oh yeah, you need to play as a DPS. So if you're worried, always have your projected barrier, but that's a 10-second cooldown. So sometimes you need to be aggressive with the team, and that requires healing. Like, don't try to play Zarya, but team comp does not favor it because Zarya works with a certain team comp. Such as, especially if you have Ryan, they go hand in hand. They're like best buds, you know.
Огонь по готовности.
And that's usually what you want to do. Your team comp says if you can play Zarya or not you. You know. Sometimes if it's like, oh, I just need a better healer and I can play Zarya, like do that. Ask them. Hey, play Mercy, Moira, Anna. Anna's the best. She was really Anna boosting you unkillable. So yeah, that's a big thing. And like I said, with the DPS, you want to be aggressive, press W, and beam, and occasionally ult fire at the end, and you will be a threat to the enemy team, and you'll just get grabbed left and right really fast. Pretty sure I played a quick play game on an Ultimate account with Zarya, and literally got a grab every fight. Because the enemy team was running a comp, so I could easily get charged, and it was King's Row. So it's not that hard. Show your team
Огонь по готовности.
to get their grabs, or else you make me upset at you. You can show your team comp favors it. Obviously with D.va I didn't explain it because D.va works in any situation. You literally cannot tell me. Actually, maybe King's Row, and she might get destroyed by Zarya. But if the team comp can favor it, then I say go Zarya. And especially, I'll talk more about the map types. I don't have it open now, but I'll talk about them soon. Roadhog. Roadhog is weird, you know. He's not the same flanker he used to be, but he still is a threat to be realized. And he can do the one-shot combo, semi-one-shot combo, but he still outputs a lot of damage though, even with the nerf. So what you want to do? Or I guess it's not the one-shot combo, I should say, but it is the combo for Roadhog, just like D.va has one. You hook, shoot, and melee. And that's simply it. That's how you do it. Sometimes if you can get like a little bit of free fire, oh damn, not like that. Okay, like this. although kind of hurt slightly, it's more easier to do that one shot. Also, when you pull them, you know, cut their head really hard. So I'm not trying to like aim at their feet, you know, that's not gonna do the most damage. Most damage is at their head. And you saw I'm using right click. This long range. This short range, you know? I'm not trying to right click the tracer, which is like right there, you know? Sometimes you can, if you're far away, you can chop tracer. Now hooking is a little, and that hook got nerfed so much, but by what I mean by that, you can't do this hook and pull. It will break. So you having a clean target on the enemy. What am I supposed to say? Hook straight. You know, I'm not trying to like hook and. What I said here, hook and you're trying to pull around the corner. Pull them, and then you can. Whatever. Another thing about hook. When you'll see when I hook, I will walk forward just a little bit, but I will walk back. This will register, the game is registering to pull it forward, but because I'm moving it back, it will, because every time you hook, it has a certain distance it will put you at, if that makes sense. So walking backward, I mean, it's really gonna pull them a little bit more than there should have been. So hook and then pull back. Do it here at this line so you can actually see where do I end up. Hook. So just a little bit helps. Other things with hook, you can use it to displace the enemy tanks. Usually that doesn't happen because you want to, you want to pick the squishies, you want to pick the healers, but if you can pick out a Winston, a D.va, like you will do a lot of damage to them, given that they're not being saved by defense matrix, but still do a good amount of damage. I know that there's sometimes difficulties with aiming the hook, such as it's not really on the center, it might be a little off. So just learning to aim hooks is really the key to mastering Roadhog. If you're not landing hooks, you're not doing anything else with Roadhog. Just like with Zarya with no charge. And if you're getting demeched all the time by D.va, you're doing nothing and you need to know when to switch. That's your role as the flex, as the off tank. You need to know when to switch. Sometimes you can do this. But that hook only goes 90 degrees, if I remember. You can't just do that. E, of course, heal yourself, but it's also a great way to go into the fight because, what is it, 50 damage reduction? It's like you become really tanky unless it's a D.va bomb ult and you just try to proceed to survive. You won't get healed fully, but still live. I guess I really know that. I usually use it to like survive jump that ult and other ult I'm like finding in a different position. I get pulled by Roadhog, I'm pressing E to get out. But you don't want to do that if they have a McCree or an Ana, because what you did just. And then Q. Q's the most funnest ability ever. Because you really push them and you actually do a lot of damage. And the biggest thing I'd say for using that ult is if you want to fuck up in Orisa or Vine, that's the fastest way to do it, or pushing them against the wall. Like usually it doesn't have to be the entire team, you have to push them, sometimes even off the map, but it's usually if you pin one target or two, then that's that's already kills for your team and you won the fight.
Double kill.
Also, I think that damage is about 10 meters. It's like for the one shot. You can accurately hit their head. What else? There's careful his ult, because sometimes when you're ulting, you can easily die. Because I can't use hook, I can't use E to save myself. I have to rely on my team or shield to help me do that. So playing Roadhog more as a team character is what I like to do. You don't see me flanking crazy, you know. Just trying to get those easy hooks into the abyss. You know, you see me. I like to play him on well anywhere I can get an easy kill. But usually when I play him, yeah, you play defensively. You know, if there's a tracer, just count her blinks. 1, 2, just blink back and forth, and then just find her and kill her. Same thing with Genji, Winston, D.va. You know, anyone who, if they see you, they should see a serious threat. You know, because your hook is literally the godsend. It will save you from the dive. You know?
Double kill.
Yeah, that's my passive take on Roadhog. Yeah, I usually want to be careful of Anna. She's really, I hope she should be annoying. Reaper's a really big one. But other than that, McCree's stun, whatever. You know, CC can stop you. And what I mean by CC is crowd control. Yeah, learning how to hook is how you master Roadhog. That's my opinion. It's like you don't really need to learn how to like master your ult. You know? Just press Q and aim at them.
Double
And you will generally hit them. Depends on how good you're at aiming the ult.
Double.
So, yeah, each one of these heroes I've gone over today had a certain niche. And what I mean by that is just where are they suited the best. Now, Roadhog is good if you have an Orisa. They work great with the hold hook combo. Anywhere where Roadhog doesn't have to really like get to high ground. Like it's not unnecessary. You have maybe a Genji on your team to do that, you know. But if there's a lot of high ground, like let me really quickly open up the maps. One I can think off my head is Numbani. Let's see, Dorado is actually one. Gibraltar does have a lot of high ground, but am I missing any others? Eichenwald, he's good for the first point defense and attack, and last you can try to play him through the second of Eichenwald, but you need to know when to switch. If the DPS is too much of a threat, the Widow's up there and you can't get there, you already have an Orisa and a Rhine because that's low elo. They prefer those heroes compared to Winston. So you need to know when to switch off. King Zo, he's okay though, but why would you do that? Play Zarya. You can play him on any control, especially Ilios. Oh my god, and Li Jing. Like I've shut down an entire team just because I played Roadhog on that one map with the bridges and just kept hooking them and I couldn't do anything about it. Paul, yes. Oh no, it's Gen Garden, okay. That's what I was thinking of. Yeah, he's good in Junkertown, he's good in N2CP, and I know there's high ground and stuff, but he's still good. He's back in the meta. And D.va, I'm just gonna say D.va's good for anything. If you want to grind up to the higher levels, play D.va. That is the best advice you can get from this. And then like I said, learning how to play D.va effectively and how to actually like save your mech and use your abilities it will, what am I trying to say? It will kind of like determine if you're good enough to play D.va or not, because there are D.vas I've seen, they like, I don't know what they're doing, because I'm used to like fighting a D.va we can like exchange and we try to like demake each other, but usually we just run back to our team before that even happens. So that's not what we're always trying to do. Well, I guess in the lower levels, you see that D.Va, she's just probably like trying to shoot at someone. Just go and kill her. Simple. Zarya? Now listen closely for Zarya, because Zarya is very, very, very specific. And it's really, again, based on your team. 2 CP, I think she's great at. Obviously, you're gonna have some trouble with Horizon Lunar Colony defense and Hanamura defense, because there's high ground involved and you can't really contest that. But her ult is really the queen, because getting a thick grab and eliminating everybody on those type of maps, and then that's how you win. You build ults and you win a T3P map like that. So usually I recommend Zarya, but I'm playing D.Va most of the time. Now, certain maps like Dorado, Route 66, Gibraltar, Numbani, Hollywood, and even Eichenwald, all of these are only one area where she's good at because of all the high ground contesting and stuff. Gibraltar, at the Gibraltar, only good at the end, but there is high ground, and it's pretty dominant if you cannot get up there, and the, you know, DPS is like 76 and McCree, they're just gonna kill your entire team. So Gibraltar's a little iffy. I usually don't Zarya Gibraltar, but on Dorado last, Eichenwald last is really good for her because it's really close quarters. That's what you want for Zarya. Easy ways you can get choke. Same thing for Hollywood at the beginning. There's a really good choke, and then at the end, it's a not as close quarters, but it's still there. But Hollywood second, it's just like Eichenwald. The Eichenwald and Hollywood are exactly the same. First and last are great or good, but second is just don't even try. Route 66, you can try Zarya. I really don't see too much complications besides high ground on each of the points. It's usually how you want to play it. And yeah, like I said, throughout the last Junkertown, acceptable. It's close quarters, but everyone hates Junkertown. The first point is not very good for her, but towards the end, you can start seeing her more and more. What else? King's Row. Now, this is the best Zarya map ever. I cannot stress it enough. If you play King's Row, pick Zarya. Your beam can reach across the end, and it's just really easy to get charged. Like, everywhere is a choke, basically, if you think about it. And most people are playing Junkrat these days and Reinhardt. So, I really would recommend anything else besides King's Row. Besides Zarya, because she's the best at King's Row. I'm not going to really talk about Blizzard World since, we don't have that till next season. Numbani, do not play Zarya Numbani. Straight up. If you do, I'm disowning you. But she can be played last point. And that's like if you guys are saying, okay, let's go Death Ball. But most of the time, you already have another, have a D.Va bomb, or you already almost have a D.Va bomb. So why not just stay a D.Va? Nobody is a dive map. Control is a little iffy. Obviously, you can play her on like Nepal and University of Oasis. Li Zhang on Control Center, she's pretty good there. I usually like playing Zarya there. Ilios, what is that? There's Well, there's Ruins, there's maybe on the Lighthouse. But Ilios is again like Numbani. It's a dive map. Or Roadhog, not really Zarya. And then Nepal, I forget the name. It's more of the close quarters one. It's like Shrine or Temple or something like that. yeah, you know, it has the pit, so that's where Zarya is okay, but you can easily get booped. Oasis, like I said, University. Other Oasis is like a little iffy, but that's again based on team comp and if you're feeling it. Because if you go Zarya and you're not getting charged, you're not doing anything. But Roadhog, usually gonna do something. Build up ult fast and, you know, press Q on the Reinhardt. Dead. Can't do anything. Okay. I think I explained every hero's map preference and playstyle. So I hope this has been helpful. Obviously, if you have any questions, you can find me on my stream. It's just simply Jack Commander at Twitch. Yeah, that has been my knowledge on all 3 tanks. So thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it. Hopefully it's been helpful. Hopefully, you know, want to update an actual video, get actual other players to comment on how to actually play off tank, especially from other support views or even your fellow tank. If you have a main tank friend, you two get that really nice bond together, because tanks will really carry the game. You know, you've seen quad tank, triple tank, but having a Winston D.va combo that is just so strong, you will rise above the ranks. But as long as you understand how do you play D.va, how do you play Hawk, how do you play Zarya, and when to switch, because that's important. You know, I've seen so many people Roadhog, Zarya, and they just, you know, they're like, well, one-tricking them basically. And if basically I can just fly up as D.va, hold the high ground, and just hit him with a bunch of burst damage, or especially diving on the back line when the two focus on the front line. It's just so easy. So please pick up D.va, try and learn from what you can from this video, and hopefully, you know, see you in Masters, see you in Grandmasters, top 500 even, you know? That's how good she is. So, thank you for watching. You are all the best. See you next time.